score more than 80 points a game. We got track shoes on, because here we go.
That's what we told the officials. Make sure you're hydrated.
Here Louis jumping at center. It's IU-Indianapolis Jaguars after basketball. Cleveland State won the first matchup this year, back in early January, by a score of 99-86. It was their only win in their first 8 league contests. Jaguars last played 8 days ago at Youngstown State, losing by 9. Shot clock at 3. Edwards lost the handle. And it will be a jump ball, which will serve the same as a turnover. Out of bounds to Cleveland State.
Oh, good start. A little man-to-man pressure on the basketball. Jags with a good look. Now Jags going to get a little bit of their own medicine, so to speak. CSU comes out full court press.
The immediate trap by Edwards. Quickly on the attack goes Dan Nessa. Finding Pierre-Louis, transfer from Temple, 6'8" sophomore, that gets the game's first bucket.
As we mentioned, he's been on fire in the last month, if you will. So it's not coincidental. His play has elevated their play as a team.
D'Agostino rips and fires it. The 40% shooter and first team all-league candidate knocks it down.
Did you say something about him being important to this team by being back? I mean, just like that.
Jaguars scored less than 60 at Robert Morris without D'Agostino 10 days ago. In the game that was down the wire against Youngstown State, the Jaguars felt he would have been the difference. Could he have played? Trey Beard barely grazed the rim as the starting 5 goes by on the bottom of your screen. Beard 6th in the nation in three-point percentage. He's got the range to knock that one down. Mitchell on the take. McGuire, Mitchell on the make. The former Zion's illegal.
It's a great shot fake that froze the defender, got him up the air and able to put it on the floor, make something happen. It's a great move early on in the game.
Nessa. Contact no, but gets his own rebound. Ball blocked by Hagee, but recovered by Cleveland State. Cleveland State. He got rebounded by about 4.5 a game. That's a better number than IU-Indy. They're usually beating the glass by about a margin of 7. Beard, the step back, not that time. Hagee nearly tipped it in, but Woodward tracks it down. And Woodward has a chance to accomplish something that no other player in this program's history has done. And that is average more than 5 assists and 5 rebounds a game in the same season.
That's impressive, to say the least. Just like that, too.
Showing a series of pirouettes.
That's something he doesn't do very often, Greg. He really doesn't.
He looked to do that more often last week when D'Agostino was out of the lineup. But he is also now 6 points shy of 1,000 for his career at West Liberty and at IU-Indy. Long shot, D'Agostino rips it away from Beard. Jaguars have scored the last 7, looking to add to it here. And folks, this pace is not going to slow down the entire game. This is how these two are going to play. Woodward they miss. Edwards could not track it down. And eventually, Vikings have the basketball. And then Nessa is fouled out of bounds to Cleveland State. The announcers may slow down, the game will not.
The press is what it is. The one thing you don't want to do is foul in it. Like the pace. I love the pace of this game. I think the Jags like this pace too. The one thing you have to focus on too is in transition, you got to find three-point shooters. You got to pick people up. Because Cleveland State, as we talked about before, can really shoot, and they can spread it around in open space. You got to make sure you find people.
So a flurry of substitutions going in both directions. Hayden Miller, Micah Davis, Cameron Tinsley all enter the game for IU-Indy. And for Cleveland State is Spencer Wonders, transfer from Green Bay. Lipscomb turns down the opportunities. Cleveland State team completely new from last year. They went 23-13. They were the runners-up to Illinois State in the CBI. They mentioned in the last couple of years. Beard pulls it down. IU-Indy just one returnee from last year's team. That being walk-on A.J. Holloway. Mismatch here. Woodward didn't look the post and immediately dished the ball out to Tinsley. Davis launches from the corner. The former Franklin Grizzly Cub
shot all day.
Well, IU-Indy in this system, they get a lot of shots, they share the basketball. They are second in the nation in assists per game at 20.5. Vikings turn over, and this leads us to immediate timeout. And this is as good of a start as IU-Indy has had in league play. Jaguars of the Vikings 10-2 through 4 minutes of action.
And it really does go down to that last game of the last day.
10 in a row for IU-Indy. 2 league wins at Oakland and here against Robert Morris. And again, Beard with a mismatch. Woodward trying to take advantage of that immediately.
Yeah, he got caught for him trying to use his leg, use his thigh and knee to wedge him out of position. You're right, mismatch. Jags are trying to take advantage of it.
Chevalier Emery into the contest for Cleveland State. DiAgostino's runner is good.
How about him 2 for 2 after his return, almost a steal? It seems like he's in good shape.
The map just changes when he's on the floor for IU.
No, it really does. He's a guy, he's a creator. I mean, sometimes we associate that with a guy who can create his own shot, which he can, but he creates things for other people, and just another opportunity there.
Back in the court, Cameron Tinsley lines it up and knocks it down.
That's why they lead the country in assists, Greg. Just that type of exchange right there. That's great ball movement. Great sharing of the basketball.
15 consecutive points now for IU-Indy since Cleveland State scored the opening bucket of the game. The Vikings won this matchup by 13 when they played 5 weeks ago. Foster wonders no. Miller, can he save it? Yes. And off to the races goes IU-Indianapolis. The lead to Woodward off the window scoring. 4 away from 1K for Finley Woodward.
Just a great pass, though. I mean, Woodward did a nice job of establishing position in the post, but got a great pass.
Cameron Tinsley got a little handsy on defense. His first foul, but team foul number 3. Edwards and Mitchell return for IU-Indy.
Well, you see it here. You get great position. You just got to get it up, a little bit of an arc to that pass, catch and finish. Easily done.
And another foul. Davis is going to be called on a hold. So that's 4 fouls against IU-Indianapolis.
You want to play hard, obviously. You put pressure on people trying to deny. The one thing you can't do, don't foul people who aren't in position to score.
Nearly a 5-minute drop for Cleveland State. And that's still a factual statement. Not missed by Emery at the rim. And Miller called for steps.
Yeah, kind of faked himself, shuffled his feet, got the call. Trying to go a little too quickly.
First turnover for IU-Indy since their opening possession of the game. Both teams with 2 giveaways so far. Mitchell, yep, just 1 step too many, and that's the only negative right now for IU-Indy is how quickly they are racking up fouls. That is 5 in the opening 5:51.
They're racking up fouls in position on the floor where people can't score. You want to play hard, as we mentioned. You want to press, play hard, play together, do it without fouling.
Cleveland State averaging 81 a game. They've been north of 80 in all 5 games in this winning streak. They have won those games despite giving up 78 or more in all 5 of those games. Harris gets downhill and scores it. Harris, the transfer from Akron, 9 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. First basket since the opening minute for the Vikings. Jaguars last beat Cleveland State in January of 2019. Still a lot of game left to go, but a phenomenal start, and Tinsley misses that. Edwards keeps it alive. Miller got grabbed on the way up. 2 free throws coming here for IU-Indy.
Well, missed badly, but teammates there to clean it up. And just like how aggressive the Jags have been on the glass defensively, executing their offense, it's a great start.
Miller, a sophomore from Austin, Texas. Played at Division II Point Park here in Pittsburgh last year. And connects. We're right around a 70% free throw shooter. Does not get to the line very often. He will check out for Hagee if he makes the second one. Miller 6 points, 4 rebounds a game. Connects in the free throw. Hagee will come back in. J.P. Dragus once again out due to injury for IU-Indy. And we have yet to see Matt Compass in today's game. Flying down the floor. Extra pass Harris for 3. No.
Well executed, just didn't go.
And again, Cleveland State makes more threes in hand than does IU-Indy. So you would expect the two teams will both shoot around 30 in today's game. Edwards just couldn't make that pass in time.
It's a tough pass.
And Cleveland State gives it right back.
We kind of thought the pace would be a quick one. You want to be able to play this pace, but you need to take care of the basketball, both teams clearly. Trying to go just a little too quickly on certain things.
IU-Indy led the nation in terms of tempo. The KenPom stats for most of the season. The number has been down to 5 as of late. The pace has slowed a little bit once league play has gotten underway. Extra pass, Mitchell. He'll line it up and knock it down.
Great ball movement. Greg, that's great ball movement. Recognizing that you have defenders, recognizing your teammates in a better spot.
Jaguars 4 of 5 from 3-point range to start this game. And 4 different players have connected from distance.
Well, they have multiple guys who can knock down threes. That's what makes them such a tough guard.
Getting open shots has not been a problem.
No.
Making them has been the problem at times this year. Jaguars is an outfit 32% from 3-point range. Shot clock at 5 and Emery steps off.
That's just great defense now. Good solid defense.
It is Alumni Day here at IU-Indy, and the alums and the athletic director Luke Basso can be proud of that effort. 22-4, Jaguars in front early.
Dynamic, forward-thinking people on both campuses, and tremendously important to both Cleveland and to the city of Indianapolis. So they're great places, wonderful people in both schools. Campuses are very similar, correct, in that regard.
I had the pleasure of calling Cleveland State's men's soccer semifinal on campus in November, and I felt myself like watching the skyline go by as I was calling the action.
So you're right down, just like IU-Indy, you're right downtown.
Woodward gets the block.
Yeah. How about those hops by Woodward? Come on now.
After the 4th IU-Indy turnover, Nessa, 2-time Horizon League Player of the Week, and it's going to be a foul on Woodward for a push-off going for the loose ball.
Yeah, that whole action wasn't going to work from the start. We had to push it out. The pass wasn't great. Little contact trying to get open.
That is his second foul of Woodward, so that's of note, and that changes again how IU-Indy runs their half-court offense. See Rob Summers on the screen. Davis got a piece of that. Maybe stuck with his man trying to prevent an open 3 at the other end. That's why he didn't go try to get that steal. Lipscomb fires for 3. That is something that, frankly, Cleveland State was more of. It's their first made 3, but Lipscomb is also top 25 in the nation in 3-point percentage.
Just no closeout. I mean, just when you got a guy on the team that shoots threes and makes threes, no hand in his face. Made it easy.
Hagee does not take threes very often. Takes one there. The blockout drill works for Cleveland State. Emery on the push, and Davis got him clean off his hands. Out of bounds to CSU.
I think Emery's trying to wonder, well, how much more contact can I take before you guys blow the whistle?
Miller intentionally return as Hagee and Edwards have a seat. Nessa on the drive, scoring.
cleared out some space on his way to the rim. The officials are letting things happen. They're consistent on both ends.
It'll be out of bounds to Cleveland State.
There's a certain level of physicality out there.
Davis was left by his lonesome and couldn't knock it down. The Jaguars pick up full court pressure, make, miss, free throw. David ends in line. Harris from the corner, no. Cleveland State 1 of 8 from three-point range. D'Agostino off the window, no, just couldn't get his body squared in time.
Oh, you're right. I mean, it was a great cut. He just couldn't square it up enough.
There's not been many empty trips for IU-Indy. Last two, that has been the case. Lipscomb again, not that time. Lipscomb spent time at FIU before making his way to Cleveland State. He is a senior. Only one freshman on this Cleveland State roster, and he is an Indiana native, St. Hilaire from West Lafayette High School. Shot clock at 13. Tinsley in the lane. Now it's 7. Tinsley will oblige and miss. Law of Average starting to catch up with IU-Indy a little bit.